Fun game today. It's the ingredient identification challenge. We have 2 normal home cooks playing. 16 global cheeses in front of them. They're going to take it in turns to see if they can identify them. We played similar a while ago. Same rules apply. You can look as much as you want, but the moment you touch or taste a cheese, you must commit to giving an answer. If you get any wrong, you have 3 cheese lives in the form of baby bells, #NoAd, in front of you.
And remember, he's really picky about the touching.
I know.
Because when we played the game last time and I did that and my wrist touched something here, I had to guess that one.
Be careful.
Yeah.
It stinks in here, Ebbers.
Of really delicious cheese. The other rules I will make up as we go along. We'll try and keep track. Baz, you're closest to me and left of everyone's screen. You can start.
Okay, right. There are some very familiar cheeses here.
And some very unfamiliar cheeses here.
And as you might imagine, a few red herrings too. Always committed
Oh, he's coming
to the one closest to him.
Nope. Not.
Happy?
I'm very happy with my choice. Creamy, relatively mild. My little girl, it's her favourite ingredient so far. That is cheddar cheese.
Locked in?
Locked in.
It is a cow's cheese from Somerset. It is aged through a process of cheddaring.
Can you both stop giving hints to what you're talking about and just say what you're talking about?
It's cheddar. Correct, Barry. No lives lost. I think arguably you've gone for the most popular cheese first.
Little reward for myself.
Oh, I don't get that yet. Right.
Cheddar
fine.
accounts for 51% of the English cheese market.
Whoa! Wow.
So you went in big and bold
Big
with
cheese.
cheddar.
Big che-
You've taken it off the table. Jamie, it's your go.
There's a few that I could reach for.
You've got close-ups on your screen as well at home. Are there any that you absolutely can identify by sight alone? Because you guys haven't got smell or taste.
You know what's throwing me here is you've bought the posh ones. And we don't always buy the posh ones at home. So therefore the rhymes aren't as familiar
No.
to me.
I've made my choice.
Okay. Okay, yep, good.
Committing
Of this
early
soft
to an
one.
incredibly ripe
Very
example.
You've got quite a lot of it as well,
And I
yum.
might put some of this back.
Where are our crackers? No, you commit, you've got to eat it all now. Is it what you think? It must be that. There's only one thing that can be, surely. Deliver it in a pun. What is it? It's a very easy one to pun.
The game within the game.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not butter.
This is a raw cow's milk cheese in the style of brie, but it's from the UK. You lose a life.
What?
Oh! That is a
Not
red.
brie.
That is a red herring.
then-
And we have spoken about this before, and there is a British brie that has a name. Neither can remember what that name is.
It's from Suffolk. It's absolutely delicious. It's one, possibly the only red herring in front of you. And you fell for it hook, line and sinker. This is an amazing cheese. It's been on the market and winning awards for a number of years. It's from Suffolk. It is made in the brie style, but it is cow's milk. It is a bloomed rind.
What I was going to say before you asked me to put it into a pun was that is either a Somerset brie or a French brie.
No, you were!
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It is
Absolute
not a
rubbish.
Somerset brie, really. It's from Somerset. It's the name of the cheese we want.
Oh, for
I didn't even notice that there, but I've not had one of these since.
Saturday.
I don't think have I ever actually eaten one of these?
Hang on a second, you know what it's actually called, though, don't you?
There's not an actual name for it.
Of course there is. It's not.
I don't want the
That's
brand
not-
name.
Yeah, it's not the brand name.
It's a cheese string.
I don't want the brand name in this
You don't
instance.
want the brand
Ironically,
name?
with the last one I did. But like I say, I'm making these rules up as I go along.
This is.
No, you are correct, and it is what I have on my card. It is a cheese string. It could also literally just be called string cheese, and it originates from Eastern Europe and or places like Georgia, Turkey, Slovakia, Poland, and Eastern Europe. String cheese is a thing. However, cheese strings became sort of a US popular thing, now very popular in the UK lunchboxes, Ireland, places like that. It is indeed a cheese string.
I feel a little bit guilty for that one.
Well, yeah,
That's how Ben's games go.
I need to make sure that we have some highs and lows in this, otherwise it's just Two normals eating cheese for 60
You
minutes.
always be at Jamie's expense. I love it.
Well,
There's a couple of obvious ones, but I thought that was an obvious one.
Tom and Jerry cheese.
popular in the US, but what cheese is it?
It's quite sharp, but very creamy. Very milky.
Yeah,
actually,
I would say more milky, mellowy in terms of the relative cheese scale.
Which I think comes from...
I don't think you're going to say what I think you're going to say.
Oh no, I'm second guessing myself.
Oh, yes. I'm in your head.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm going to say what I thought I was going to say. Emmental. Holy cheese.
Emmental is a holy cheese from Switzerland.
From Switzerland, yes.
This
Yes.
is not that.
What?
Oh, that's not the flag I thought either. Is that the other red herring?
No. That's a very popular cheese, especially in the US, but it originates from that country.
Jay, this is the easy bit of the video, and you've only got one life left.
I mean, there's so many easier cheeses to have gone for. He seems to be picking the ones that I think are the hardest.
It's holy cheese, it's Emmental!
Eat your cheese.
Oh, no, I'm not eating that cheese.
You didn't have to, but you committed.
I want a victory.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to need to do some smelling, I think, now
By all
before
means,
I
as
jump
soon
in.
as you touch it, you have to work with it. That's a close inspection. Given cheese is just made with milk, there are so many different processes and techniques that mean these cheeses, whether the way they're made, aged, what they're wrapped in, or the way that they're stored, makes a big difference.
I'm going for the cheese that I don't like.
Committing to a cheese, you've touched it.
I'm gonna-
You don't have to taste it.
I will, just
but it's a delicious example.
I'm not a fan of blue cheese. I'm guessing blue cheese isn't the answer, because that would be too obvious.
It is a blue cheese, but I want a little more than that.
I have gone for that tactically because I believe Jamie does know that, will know that, and I think it's the only blue cheese I know very well, which is Stilton,
Blue Stilton.
a blue Stilton.
You locking that in?
I am locking that in. Gosh, stays with you, doesn't it?
This cheese is a PDO cheese that can be made in one of three places: Derbyshire, Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire. And whilst there are many other blue cheeses that are delicious, this one is Stilton. Blue Stilton. Yummy, yum, yum.
Yummy,
blue
yum,
with
yum.
veins, and it's literally injected to create that kind of blue vein. Look, it's a classic.
Right, Jamie, I'd say what the easy ones are now gone.
No, there's one that's got Jamie's name all over
Yeah,
it.
that's,
Yeah.
I know. That's next to my
Well, there's
list.
several. He's committed to another one that's closest to him, save him reaching. What did you recognise about it?
The rind is the most recognisable thing about it, because I think it's actually quite a unique rind. I have to say that it's a Spanish cheese. I'm second, third and fourth guessing myself.
I don't doubt, I could understand why.
I'm just going to go with it.
Go for it.
I'm going to go with it.
Yep.
Manchego.
Probably Spain's most famous cheese globally. PDO status, made from sheep's milk. That is Manchego.
Yeah, you got
It's
one.
slightly firm, deliciously buttery, and it has that unique zigzag pattern, which is, I think, the thing that makes it stand out. If you're in a cheese shop, you can usually spot it a mile away. You absolutely did, Jay. Congratulations. I'll take it from you. Baz, you've still got all three lives
Well,
left. You've got two that now have the added flag clue. But where are you going next? He's committed to the whitest of cheeses on the front.
Right, it's crumbly, and I believe this would be absolutely delicious with a bit of olive oil and some Greek olives and a chunk of lamb. Whoa. That, I'm pretty sure, is Feta.
That is another PDO cheese made from sheep and or goat's milk. It is brined, it is aged in wooden barrels, it is delicious combined with spinach and aspanicopita. It is Feta. Congratulations. It's one of my favourites for adding an
Nice.
absolute instant hit
Wonderful.
of tang to a dish or crumbled over a salad.
Oh, he's in. Oh, Jamie, your nose is very close to touching that cheese.
That's how I smell things.
Has to be inside his nostril.
What? He is not a confident man right now. That is not a confident
He's got
one.
one life left, and at which point he'll be down to sudden death.
Yeah, I've got lots of cheese names going around my head, but it's connecting them with the cheeses that are in front of us, because what I'm not seeing is Philadelphia, Red Leicester,
Neither are
goats.
present. There isn't a goat's cheese, although the feta could have been a combination of goat milk. He's committed to this one. Now, what I need is more than just the process. I do
Really?
kind of need where it's from.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Committed to the... I think I've... Yeah.
Smoked.
Yeah. Beechwood smoked, cow's milk cheese.
And smoking of the cheese tends to happen in a few different countries around Europe, I would say.
Yep.
One in particular that stands out to me would be Germany.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
You're just going to go with German smoked cheese.
Yeah.
German smoked cheese.
There was a particular word I was looking for.
Bavarian.
Correct. Bavarian smoked cheese. So it is particularly iconic in the area of Bavaria. It is a beechwood smoke. It's kind of got a wonderful bounce to it. And actually, it's become very commonplace, I think, in burgers now because of that
Yeah.
simple slice.
Finally.
Well done, Jay.
Okay.
I'll take your Bavarian smoked cheese from you. Do you want to top up a port?
Yeah, it feels like a good time for a
yeah.
top up a port.
I think I'm going to go with one of the more tougher ones. But I'm just trying to make sure I pick the right one.
Remember, if you get it wrong, I can give you a flag for the next guess. So that might help out your opponent. But with 3 lives, Baz, you've got plenty to play with.
I'm going to go here.
What drew you to that? And what do you think it is?
It's nutty, this. I was smelling it, I went nutty. And I feel like I recognise the nutty smell. The rind looks familiar as well. No.
Oh no.
I think this is one of those cheeses that is I only usually have when melted. Not like this. Okay, you're doing a good job at looking away.
Well,
That's a good take.
I'm trying to think in circumstances. Absolutely, it'll be melted onto dishes. It's particularly good on croûte, so like a cheese croûte, for example.
Do you remember when we did these before? And like potatoes, for instance, we had like a waffle and a potato smile. They were easy. Like, where's the mozzarella? Where is the
Well, I
Parmesan?
know. Don't
Where
know.
is the Grana Padano?
You've named 3 from Italy. I tried to mix it up. There are 6 cheeses in this game from the UK,
Where's
and
squeaky
all
cheese?
the rest are from an individual
Where?
country.
Where's the squeaky cheese?
If you were to agree with the leader of the Minions, what would you say? Gruyere.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking in?
Yeah, Gruyere.
I think this is one of the finest examples of this cheese I've tasted in a long time. So we got it from Paxton and Whitfield, so the oldest cheesemonger in London. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's aged in caves in 40 kilogram wheels, but it is not Gruyere.
I find a bad feeling.
It comes from France.
Oh my, and also the aftertaste.
Honestly,
I'm tasting the fields. I'm
yeah,
tasting
it is
farming.
so grassy, so nutty, so
wow.
fudgy in its texture. And because of the way it's aged in the wheel, it changes texture as you go into the cheese. It is another popular cheese. And when I say caves and aging in caves, that might lead you down a certain way if you've been lucky enough to see the videos of where it's crafted, because it's phenomenal. What I can say is that that cheese is kind of a neighbour to Gruyere in terms of its border. Barry loses his first life as he chomps on a wax-sealed cheese.
Oh, that's not easy, Jamie.
It's not, no.
I'm going to have to go with it, and what I think it is.
Okay.
I think that's Wensleydale.
Wensleydale, made famous and
What are you
almost brought back from
What are you
its
doing?
real struggle by
What?
Wallace and Gromit. It is originally a sheep's cheese, now more commonly a cow milk cheese. It is white, it's crumbly, it's tangy, almost lemony. Often served with fruit like cranberries and apricots. It's Wensleydale.
Oh, well done. I would not have got that.
Baz, you've still got 2 lives, and there's still 9 cheeses in front of you.
I think from the texture of these two, they're calling me towards a certain type of animal.
Oh,
Oh, well, you could have just had some of this bit.
the rind is edible because it is wrapped in nettles. That's the clue that will directly link you to this cheese. There's not many cheeses that are wrapped in nettles for it to age. Interestingly, the cheese
Nettle cheese.
is spelt backwards from the family who made it. It's their surname spelt backwards.
No, I haven't got a clue. Pass. Pass.
It's going to cost you a baby bell. That is, I think, one of 2 very tough cheeses on the board that I wasn't sure you were going to get full stop. But the testament here is, like always, take away all of our preconceptions, packaging, names, application, use in a recipe, and it becomes really difficult. There's one cheese there that if it was cooked into a recipe, you would instantly know what it is. We have used it in psychic recipes.
I feel like that's quite a...
Yeah.
It's semi-recognisable, but I think it's probably a posh version of something that I know. That...
Is the one I'm hoping you'd get.
Yeah.
I think it's hiding in front of us.
When you know, you know. It's just dawned on Barry.
Ooh,
You got 1 life,
Jamie.
at which point it's sudden death once that's gone.
Yeah, might as well go for it.
Touch it, because I think the giveaway here is its texture.
I reckon if you cook that,
It would.
it might go quite squeaky.
Squeaky and a bit. Yeah, but you'd got to get the right temperature of the pan, otherwise it sticks to the pan, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
The thing is, it's made by curdling milk with acid, which means that then, when you cook it, it doesn't really melt.
Paneer.
An Indian cheese that you grill or put into a tandoor or cook through sauces and doesn't melt. It's made from either cow or buffalo milk. It is paneer.
Well done, well done.
I think Barry was thinking halloumi.
I knew it was a halloumi or paneer.
Yeah,
And without
that's-
eating it, you don't know. And
That's the 2 I was going
Yeah.
between. Oh, thank God for that.
Absolutely. If you were confused between that and halloumi, similar process, which is why they cook in a similar way. Halloumi tends to be a saltier cheese. Paneer slightly more crumbly until it's cooked. Absolutely delicious. Nicely done.
Get that out of my
done.
face.
So at this point, you're down to a life each, and you both had equal guesses. So at this point in, they are getting tougher. We're going to start dishing out a few more clues if you need them. I should point out there have been clues through the process so far.
this is the one I'm going to eat.
What's in it? Is it fennel seeds, Barry?
It's got cumin seeds in it.
I'll let the cheese melt. It's unbelievably delicious. Wow.
So good. That one was the one that was brought to us by a member of the community who was over from this country. And if you need it, we can show you the silhouette of the country.
I'm going to need it, because looking at it, I thought that was going to be a red Leicester. Unless the silhouette is the UK.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's one of those countries. Okay, that's the Netherlands. I don't recognise that cheese. I don't, as a flavour, completely something I've never had before. But I feel like I would have heard of this cheese.
Yep.
It's a very famous cheese, but it's the first time I put it in my mouth, or that type. I don't know.
Well, that's a shame, because it's going to cost you a baby bell. Your last life, you're now on
I
sudden death.
don't want another baby bell.
Barry. See, it's all a hashtag ad. He does not want another baby bell.
I didn't want the first one.
Jamie, it's your go.
Let's go for this cheese, because neither of us have so far.
Fair.
Oh, God, I know what that is.
He doesn't.
I do.
Your head says it. But
Yeah.
Is it going to come out your mouth? Should I read the label?
A little bit.
I mean, you've touched the plate now, so you can touch the whole plate in case other parts of the cheese give you a clue.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Don't you worry about what I'm
Read
doing.
on it, is it?
2 letters are.
Do you mean those 2 letters?
Oh, yeah.
It just means the in this language.
Yeah, French. But you've also got 3 other letters beneath it.
It can't be French. Not
Yeah,
French.
yeah. So this is from Switzerland.
Correct. And you remember when I said to Barry, the clue was there for all of you. Barry named a cheese, and I said, it's neighbouring it.
No,
It was literally next door.
No way.
I literally said it. I was like, the cheese you've named, Barry, is neighbouring it.
It's Gruyere.
It's Gruyere.
It's, again, quite sharp, very, quite creamy,
Comment
but
down
also gritty
You know what's happening.
when you bite.
A slight graininess. Cow's milk, Swiss,
No, you're not allowed.
an Alpine cheese, and it's not got holes in it like other Swiss cheeses.
He's generous. He wants us to. He
No,
wants
no.
to move us along.
He wants to go home.
Yeah. What other
now-
parts of the UK are there to talk about? I need a clue here, please, Edward.
So we're now down to the last 7 cheeses. Such a delicious cheese. And I'm going to give you another clue.
Oh, right. Well, he's got to make that easy, isn't he?
Shut up.
I should stress this is where it is traditionally from,
Cardiff
although I
chips.
believe it's now also made in England. The vast majority of it. I think there is somewhere in Wales that started making it originally again.
Well, it's not
It is
cheap.
named after the town it comes from originally, where there is a castle, a famous castle. It's cloth bound as it ages.
Can you give me one more clue? Because I ain't got nothing. But I know.
I
the
want to
name.
give them to you carefully, otherwise it's too
Will I know
obvious.
the name?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Does it begin with?
Fair, Jamie?
What? No.
See, he doesn't listen.
Will I know the name? Yes. What?
Go on, have a go.
For God's sake! You don't get it, guys. I'm about to end the game right now because I don't listen when it's needed.
Just didn't want to make it too obvious. Just to give you the clues carefully.
Oh no, you can't feel like
I would suggest if you don't know now, you probably won't get it. Because I've told you the name of the cheese twice. Without
no!
telling you, I think it looks like you're going out.
I think I'm going out with my head hanging low and terribly embarrassed. I'm really sorry to end the video like this, everybody.
No, that's
but-
fine. We'll go through the rest of the cheeses. I think that's a fair place to end. Barry, I said I had to give you the clues carefully because the cheese is called, Jamie?
Carefully.
Caerphilly cheese. It is Caerphilly cheese, a beautiful Welsh cheese that's now often made in the
I've
UK.
never heard of it.
Cloth-bound,
I've never heard of
absolutely delicious.
Caerphilly cheese.
With a PH.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of Philadelphia. Philadelphia cheese on the go.
No. Yeah.
Caerphilly.
Caerphilly.
Does
on.
this begin with a J?
No.
Does this one begin with a J?
No.
Right. Jarlsberg was the one I was thinking, but that's Dutch and that's Dutch and that's not.
Sorry, what were you thinking of?
Jarlsberg.
How's that spelled?
Jarl.
Sorry, Jay, I completely apologise. In terms of its pronunciation, I didn't know it began with a J.
Wow.
Jarlsberg is in fact spelled with a J.
Which one is that one?
It's the Norwegian cheese.
You were wrong.
No, that's what I said, the Norwegian one.
You're not.
Watch your back. Watch your back. I said the Norwegian one.
You said the,
Yeah.
you said the Dutch one. You said the Dutch one.
Definitely definitely the Norwegian one.
Jamie, you take the win there, but for
Well
everyone
done.
playing along at home, let's rattle through the rest of the answers. The one you guessed early on, the holy cheese from Norway, is in fact Jarlsberg. The delicious cheese from the Netherlands that was brought to us by a member of our community with cumin seeds is Gouda. The one closest to Jamie is from Cornwall, and it is Yarg cheese. And the
Is it
family
with a
name is
J?
Gray, and they literally
Is that with a J or
With a J, yeah?
jogging?
It's the family name,
Yeah.
Grey backwards.
I know the logo.
Yarg, and it's always wrapped in nettles. Moving into the middle, the French cheese, aged in caves, 40-kilo wheels, really, really nutty and fudgy. Comté.
Ah,
The Italian cheese there, Taleggio.
I'd forgotten about all of these cheeses.
I've heard of that cheese before.
Absolutely delicious. It's the only one there that I believe is a washed rind. So once it gets that white sort of bloom, they then wash it, and that's where it starts to go really funky. It's from Lombardy in Italy. And the last one,
The brie.
which I feel a little bit guilty for because it was Jamie's first guess at
Doesn't
brie.
matter. He still won. So.
And it is a brie-style cheese, but from the British Isles. It's called Baron Bigod.
Obviously.
And it often comes in a
Now
little...
you say it, it's so obvious, isn't it?
A little
brie.
round. I think that was the hardest cheese on the board. I think it's one of the most delicious cheeses on the board. It's why it was there. How did you guys do at home? Comment down below. Did you get them all just by sight and clues alone? Boys, well done.
No, that was a car crash.
We were terrible.
That was a cheat.
I
blame
know
the
I
board.
won, but I kind of won by default.
Comment down below, should we play this game again? And if so, with which food categories? And if you like the game, we did a few others with alcohol, cured meat and potatoes you might want to go and check out.